What's happening, yous? Oh my god, I look very tanned with this ring light on. Jeez, oh. I'll need to dim that down, I think. Okay, so I hope everybody's well. Tonight's chat is going to be on perimenopause because that's one of the topics that you guys wanted to cover. It happens to us all, whether it happened because we've been chemically induced on the perimenopause, we've skipped it and we're just boom, menopause, but we'll get all these mad symptoms, or we're transitioning. So perimenopause is transitioning to menopause. That's what it does mean. So it can last for a wee while. It can last for 15 years. I didn't want to say 15 years and then everybody's upset, but it can last that long. And I just want to kind of go through some of the things that I get asked, and it's kind of myths around it, or I try and debunk it because I don't like people to waste their fucking money. I hate to waste money. That's why the kids annoy me so much, because they fucking waste money. So when it comes to perimenopause, I get that this is a time in life where things change. And so they should. You wouldn't want to be the same throughout your whole fucking life. So perimenopause is this time of change. Your estrogen and your progesterone are declining, and then that's population control, isn't it? Because we are older and we don't have the ability to have kids anymore, thank fucking God. But what it means is, like back in the day, in the tribal days, when the perimenopause women, then the menopause women would then help the newborns and the new mums and all that. That was what it was all meant for. So when people say, no, we just didn't live as long, so we didn't have menopause, that's not true. This has just been a thing forever. I think the only other animal that gets it is maybe a whale, but it's a natural thing to happen. But there's a lot of scarcity around perimenopause, and I get it. I see it online all the time. It's not my algorithm anymore, but when I was like fucking heavily watching Davina McCall, it's getting fired at all kinds of things. Like, do you feel disorientated? Are your moods low? Are you fucking fed up with your life and looking out the kitchen window, reassessing things and wanting to leave your husband? Are you putting on fucking hundreds of weight round the middle? Cortisol. Like, I was like, oh, fucking hell. So you're watching this stuff and you're maybe not perimenopause. You're like, holy shit. If you remember the song, Saturday Night Dance, I like the way you're probably going to be in perimenopause next year. Like, what? Hold on. Nah. I don't know the song. So there's loads of things that make you fucking terrified at the perimenopause. You're like, oh shit, life's going to be over. Things are going to change like that. Sit down, Jim. I've got something to tell you. I'm going to be perimenopause. I want you to go and find somebody else. I want you to be happy, Jim. Just like, and you're like, fucking hell. Some people do have quite a bad situation going on with perimenopause, but some people fucking don't, right? And it does come down to genetic. What was your mum doing? How was her perimenopause? That can be a big factor in when you get it and how you are with it. But a lot of the time it's to do with your lifestyle choices. If you're smoking, that can give you worse symptoms. It can bring on early perimenopause. If your lifestyle is really shit, like some people, my clients are lifestyle shit. They're fucking majorly overweight. They're eating shite for their breakfast. They're barely fucking moving. They're stressed out their box. And then they come to me and they're not feeling good. And I'm like, oh, I would be fucking shocked if you felt good. Your diet, your lifestyle is shite. So you can't really expect to, go into this stage in your life where you need extra care. That's what you need to give yourself extra care at this time in your life. And extra care by doing things like watching your stress. Now, unfortunately for us, when we are hitting perimenopause, sometimes it means if you've had kids, then they're hitting puberty and they're teenagers and they're fucking terrible. So they're causing it even more. They're causing even more stress. Then maybe your parents are getting older and they're starting to act a bit chaotic. That's causing even more stress. Maybe you're getting busy at work now. You've worked on your career. Now it's like we taking off a wee bit. Then that's even more stress. You're juggling all the balls. On a good day, you'll still feel rubbish doing that. It's burnout. It's not feeling good. So it's not balancing your lifestyle, not fitting in things for you. And when it comes to perimenopause, if you have been doing that, it just makes it a wee bit more difficult because your fuse is slightly shorter, which means, if you were driving your car before, maybe somebody cut in front of you and you had to push the brakes on, that wouldn't annoy you. But maybe now it's fucked you off. You're like that. Driving right up the arse, driving to the side like that. Fuck you. See you. pure road rage. Things are annoying you more. Maybe, you know, I don't know, your man, when he's watching the telly, that breathing, you're like that. Maybe it's not annoyed you before, now you're like that. Blow your fucking nose, Jim. Blow your fucking nose. But you know what? That would fucking annoy me on a good day. But maybe perimenopause, things are just getting to you a wee bit fucking more. But that's okay. You know, it's not going to be like your whole life is upside down if you can take care of yourself and if you can get these lifestyle things. But listen, it's not going to cost you a lot of money, which is the good thing. Yes, you're welcome. I'm so glad that you have me because we can be sucked in. I see the adverts. Fucking hell, I see the adverts, you know what I mean? You've got Davina McCall about in a fucking Bosu ball with the abs out. You've got Davinia fucking running with 2 dugs attached to her, like, all right, buy this, buy it. And it's just like you're getting bombarded with menopause stuff and menopause supplements, and should I be taking this? Oh my God, I need to be jagging Marsh with testosterone. I don't want to have sex with a man anymore, but he's fucking, no wonder, right? So you don't need to stress about all this stuff. As I was saying on my Insta story, I had a client, I think it's called Mammoth perimenopause supplements. Anyway, it's a subscription to menopause supplements and it's promising all this stuff. Bear in mind, there's just been this huge like lid lifted on supplements online that is very unregulated. They did a lot of tests and a lot of supplement brands and it wasn't what they said was in it. So when you are just like MD can start a supplement company, when you are fishing about on the internet and you're getting unregulated things, then you don't know what the fuck you're taking anyway. Do you need it if your diet and lifestyle is good? Do you know what I'm saying? These wee things are great to add in now and then. Maybe you've got a bout of stress, take a bit of magnesium, you know, these things. But see, perimenopause supplements is marketed to one of the biggest consumers, women of that age group, feeling a wee bit fucking out of sorts. That is the biggest money-making industry right now, definitely. And it's great that, you know, there's a lot of light being shone on the menopause and stuff like that now, because before, maybe you were going through some changes, some things was happening, you didn't really know what the fuck was going on, but now you can be like, oh, well, I'm this age, and if you're following the right account, so you've got the right kind of coach, you're kind of like, I'm all right, I know what I'm going to be doing here, I'm chilled about this. So there's that good side of it, where things have been brought to the surface. It's not a guy doctor going like that to you. Maybe you're just a fucking lunatic. Your poor husband, see yous later. Do you know what I mean? Now you've got doctors and stuff that are more clued up on it, more understanding. You can talk to friends about it because it's more mainstream. Like, all this is brilliant. But then the dark side is the money-making side of it, because wherever there is a chance to make money, there's fucking corruption that'll loom about that area as well. And that's when it comes to people being not vetted, not trained on anything to do with menopause, but have seen a bing, cash cow with a wee emoji tongue fucking dollar signs. They've seen that, so then they'll start saying all this mad random shit, which actually just isn't backed by science. But what it does to people is it, one, confuses us, and then it scares you as well. And it scares you into probably buying their product or their coaching package or whatever they're selling. Now, there is nothing, no supplement, or I would honestly sell it to you. Easy sale. If I think it works, it's going to change your life. Fucking more money for me and I'm saving you. But it's not like that. So you've got that side of it, so let's just take that out. Then you've got people who will claim to be like a sort of perimenopause coach, so they've put the word perimenopause in front of coach, so that will just pull people in, right, won't it? There's nothing much you would need to do differently to lose weight now as opposed to when you were like 30 something and you weren't in perimenopause. The same rules apply. What kind of becomes a struggle in perimenopause is maybe now your sleep's a bit disrupted. You won't make the best choices if you haven't had the best sleep. You're not the best version of yourself the next day. I'm up here, I fucking could go a fucking cake, 6:30 in the morning, shit. Do you know what I mean? So you won't make the best decisions if you've not slept. Maybe the hormones are starting to disrupt that side of things. You know, maybe you aren't coping with stress as well, so you're now turning to food and you're eating a wee bit extra. You know, maybe your sleep's affecting the way you move about all day. Maybe you're a wee bit more sloth-like because you're fucking shattered. You know, and these are things that would make it harder for you to shift timber, you know, because you're maybe your eyes off the ball, you're feeling a bit fucked. So that's the issue. There's nothing to do with like in perimenopause you've got more cortisol. As I've said before, when I'm stressed, not now because I've dealt with my stress, the ways of coping. When I used to get stressed, I used to eat like fuck. Stacey gets stressed, doesn't eat, so she loses weight. So cortisol would make her really gaunt and thin. Cortisol make me plump, right? I'm not happy with that. But so that's the difference, and that's why cortisol isn't a thing. So when you're hearing this, and then you're hearing things like about the metabolic shutdown and perimenopause, like what the fuck? What? None of that. The same rules apply, but you'll just need to, maybe shift things. Maybe you've not got the same energy you had when you were fucking 30. Maybe things are busier now in your life. Your kids are older, you're running about, dropping people's hair at pals, picking them up in the middle of the night. They're at the nightclub, you're up. Maybe all these things are going on, which is causing you to maybe not move as much, maybe not get to the gym, maybe you're not preparing your meals. So it's all these things you need to look at. What I don't want you to do is just go, fuck, I'm perimenopause, now I'm fat, and that's just what happens, because it's not. I've got clients who are nearly 70 who are in fucking brilliant shape. Clients 40, brilliant shape. Clients 54, brilliant shape. Great shapes. So it's not like you're just waiting one day in your bed and going, oh well, that's it, Jim. That's me now, perimenopause. No, just like scared, so that then what I can sell you, training for perimenopause, supplement for perimenopause. Do you know what I mean? It's a marketing thing. So what else can I tell you about the perimenopause? If you're kind of spoke to your mum, if you're able to do that, and you know what age she was when she went through perimenopause, and she tells you I was about 43, and you're now 42, 43, and you feel things are changing, your period's getting a bit longer, the gap, you're not 28 days, you're now fucking 38 days, you are not sleeping as good as you used to, and you're starting to think, I've got a bit of brain fog, could this be perimenopause? And you think to yourself, I'm going to go and get tested. Did you test yourself when you were 14 and you were starting to act like a wee cow? No, you were going through puberty, so probably 40s, you're probably in perimenopause, so I just saved you money there as well. If you're earlier on in that age, so if you're like 36, 37, and you are feeling like you have symptoms of perimenopause, firstly, you do have to rule that out, because that would just be slightly too young. Definitely ask, if you can ask your mum what age. If she was 37, you're like, fuck, this could be. But if it's 36, 37 and people are having that, I would say, that could be too young. That could be something we'd need to look at. Get tested then. Somebody at 43, no, you probably are, because this could last 10, 15 years. Your last period from now could be like 15 years, and then you're in menopause for one day, and then boom, you're postmenopausal, and that's just how it is. You could have like no period for 11 months and then suddenly have a period, and you're like, fucking hell. So it is a wee bit of a roller coaster, but again, supporting yourself. Exercise is one of the best things that you can do for your health. Doesn't matter, perimenopause, anything for your health. Strength training, exercise, and doing something for yourself, 100%. Not doing everything. You can do anything, but you can't do everything. If you're doing everything, right, and you think about you telling your life to your friend, and your friend's like, I'm doing this, and I'm fucking having to do this, and I'm just doing everything, I'm stressed out, and you would say this to your friend, you need to stop doing as much. I'm saying this to you. You need to balance that lifestyle, and it's not, oh, fuck's sake, it's easier said than done. You just need to make a point of balancing your lifestyle. See if you're like, I'm crying because I've got a pile of ironing, send the ironing away. Do you know what I mean? You've got to find ways of making your life easier. If it's online food shopping, anything, if you're going to say you need to pick the kids up this time, that day's yours, then you need to do it. Because if you are so stressed out, then that's just going to unravel your health anyway, no matter what you're doing. The sleep thing is a bit of an issue. I say to people, you can try the magnesium, you can try and wind down, have baths, all the rest of it. And sometimes, yeah, it's great and it does work, and they make a wee bit more effort to, turn the telly off and go to sleep at the same time every night. And that does work. Sometimes it doesn't work, but it's not like you're going to be able to take anything really other than a fucking sleeping pill that's going to knock you out, and you can't become reliant on that, because that's a kind of sedation anyway. It's not a proper sleep. Anyway, I took one on holiday and I was having the weirdest fucking dreams, man. I didn't even feel like I'd slept. I just kind of woke up like that. What the fuck's going on? Goldfish and all this weird shit. But anyway, so the sleep thing, if it was ruining your health, then you could look at the route of HRT. Now, the thing about this is, for the first wee bit while you're in the perimenopause, then it's progesterone that you want to look at, right? A lot of people think, I need estrogen, I want it, give me estrogen, testosterone, give me. When actually you want to look at progesterone, so you can talk to your doctor about that. What not to do is probably buy a supplement that says and claims, because I've seen Davinia's got some mad progesterone thing, which she won't. She's not selling that, but she says she is. Wow. Is she telling a fib? Is she lying? Yeah. So looking at things like progesterone and estrogen combined, and that would help your sleep. Now, the thing about it is, right, nothing's going to replace your hormones, apart from hormones. So all these symptoms that some of us are feeling, and some people feel it worse than others, then there's nothing wrong with going and having a look at your HRT options. Also, I had a woman who HRT, it didn't do well for her at all. But she says, I need something. She went on antidepressants, and no judgment. Like, if that's going to take the edge off it and give you a better life and mean that you can then start to put things into place like going to the gym, eating better, then I'm fine with you doing that. The same with the pill. I had a woman who was having terrible symptoms of perimenopause. She didn't do well on HRT, and she went on the pill, and it helped her a lot. And that is your life. Your quality of life has to matter. You need to see what your best options are, and if it's going to take the edge off it, so then you can do all the healthy things, which of course should be at the forefront of everything, is that you're doing the healthy eating, you're staying hydrated, you're getting your sleep, you're going walks, you're doing some breathing, you're going out in the sunlight in the morning and all that, doing all these things, right? That's all, should be doing that anyway. But sometimes if you're getting absolutely fucking pelted with these symptoms and there's something that's going to take the edge off it to allow you to do that, then you should definitely speak to somebody about doing that, and not feel, I don't want to. But if you're having a terrible time, it's like my other friend as well, her sleep was fucked really bad. She was actually like not feeling like she was in the room when she was talking to people, like just pure having an out-of-body experience. She wasn't wanting to go on HRT because back in her day, same with my mum's generation and all that, where it was like, oh fuck, that's like from horse piss. And then she went and spoke to the doctor. She went on a very small dosage of it and she went to sleep that fucking night. And she says it's amazing. Now she can feel a bit like herself again. And that's the thing, when we're not feeling ourselves, it is horrible. But if you strip it all back and look at your lifestyle stuff, really look at your stress, look at your workload, look at the things you're doing for the family, keeping everything together, the household and all that, really have a look at all of that. And then see, once you assess all that, it gives you a clearer vision. If you're somebody that's having a fucking Red Bull, 2 cigarettes and a caramel wafer for your breakfast, then a shitload of stress, another fag, another Red Bull, a coffee, you've not trained since fucking spandex, do you know what I mean? Like, and then you're going at this, I'm getting hit like fuck with this perimenopause. You sleep 2 hours a night because you're watching fucking some murder crime documentary on the telly and you're like, I don't know what the fuck, is there a supplement I can take? No. Stop the Red Bull and the fags for your breakfast. So all these things, like, I know that you know, because I've been met, you remember, you're clever, you're here. And I know that you know really deep down you've got to get to the root cause. So I'm telling you, look at what you're eating. Still eat a bit of shite, but if you're smashing bottles of wine every weekend, if you're eating a shit diet, not good. I don't mind a wee bit of something cheeky when you fancy it out for a wee meal, like having a wee pizza, whatever, that's okay to eat that. Maybe you have a wee bar of chocolate. Don't punish yourself for doing things like that. But if, say, it was you're having takeaways most days, come on to fuck, you're an adult, that's not okay. So things like that, if you're not exercising, you're just doing yourself an injustice. Get to the fucking gym, exercise. It's good for your mental health. It moves your lymphatic system about. It's really helpful for that time in your life because it's a de-stress, right? It's a de-stress, doing something for you. So I hope that was helpful. Any more questions, you can just hit me up. Okay? Peace out. Thank you so much and take care.